I think it's time to spill a little tea.
So let's get right into it. Travis Scott's ex-manager is exposing him now that the Astroworld Fest thing has happened. He went on video to explain how, first of all, Travis Scott is not what he seems and he be faking his streams.
How many faking they streams? Getting they plays from machines. I can see behind the smoke and mirrors, niggas ain't really big as they seem.
He explained how back in 2009, he helped Travis fake music plays so that he could more so appeal to the record labels. You know, to appear more popular than what he really was. So in other words, he cheated his way to the top. Allegedly.
For Travis, what we did was fake his popularity. I programmed a fleet of SoundCloud bots to artificially inflate his play counts on SoundCloud. This told record label executives that he was much more popular than he actually was. We also did the same thing early on with Twitter. You may have noticed, and somebody made a joke about it, that his early followers could make an omelet because they were all eggs. We used software to enhance his visibility via the wrong means.
And he's a liar. So now we all know that numbers lie, but we all been knew that, and it gets darker. He also said that Travis is just for self and left him for dead in the basement in Los Angeles.
I'm Travis Scott's former manager. I'm the one who had a seizure, and I'm the one that he left for dead in a basement in Los Angeles.
He's actually been trying to warn people about Travis for years, says that he's a horrible person, and said that he actually saw this tragedy coming.
8 people are dead and hundreds more injured after Travis Scott's callous, reckless behavior at Astroworld. I saw this coming. I tried to tell everyone. Travis Scott is the worst person I worked with in my entire career in music. And all the videos documenting the evidence are quite clear, and they align with what I know about Travis Scott. When he sees people in harm or danger, he tends to only continue thinking about himself.
Wow. And here's what he had wrote. But what a shitty character move. You want to know what low grimy mother effer Travis Scott is? Late one night, we were all down in the dungeon, up late having a party. Music was playing, we were all having fun. And then I did what all epileptic people do from time to time. I had the seizure. You know what Travis Scott did? He left. He and his friend Tony left me. I eventually ended up at the hospital that night, but Travis couldn't be bothered. I should mention at this point that during the week before my seizure, Travis and I were discussing me managing him. For almost 2 years, I had been working with him, building him up, and giving him guidance in music. To get left like that when I'm having a medical emergency, that's pretty cold. So the next day, I called Travis Scott while I was driving to see my friend Jen. He explained to me that he didn't want a manager that would be having seizures, and he didn't want to bring T.I. around anything like that. How do I know you're not just going to be shaking on the ground and shit? I exploded. If there's one thing you don't do is use my disability against me as a reason to say I'm not worthy in my business. Travis Scott is the kind of person who discriminates based on disability. He steals from the musicians around him, then he manipulates people into thinking that he did it all on his own. Oh wow. But check this out, y'all. Travis Scott's concerts have a long history of severe injuries, so much so that check out these lyrics to one of his songs. He said, "And it ain't a mosh pit if it ain't no injuries. I got him stage diving out of nosebleeds, and she hit that booger sugar to her nosebleed.
And it ain't a mosh pit if ain't no injuries. I got him."
And look at this 2017 article that we found. Verbatim. Fans break arm in mosh pit at Travis Scott concert. It ain't a mosh pit if it ain't no injuries, commented Travis Scott, partner of model and social media star Kylie Jenner, at a recent concert after a fan's arm was broken during the mosh pit. Video uploaded to social media shows the fan lying on the ground, writhing in apparent pain after breaking his arm. Scott, after asking venue staff to attend to the fan, continued to perform. Some fans were surprised, with one fan taking to Twitter to comment, "This fan broke his arm and Travis performed Skyfall while watching him lay on the ground in pain?" This is not the first time a fan had been injured at one of Scott's concerts, with 2017 seeing a fan paralyzed after falling from a balcony during the concert. Whoa, that is wild.
And to make it worse, he's been doing this for years at other concerts.
Wait. Let's go to this article, y'all, real quick. I had to cut to this so we could just get the full spectrum of what's going on, especially with this Travis Scott thing and what is in his mind. Okay, so basically, this article says that haunting video of Travis Scott filmed telling fans to jump from balcony onto crowd below at 2017 gig that left concert goer paralyzed. A resurfaced video from 2017 shows the moment performer Travis Scott encouraged the fan to drop from a third floor balcony into the crowd below. The video began circulating online after 8 people were killed at rappers Astroworld Festival in Houston on Friday. In the video, which reportedly took place in April of 2017, Scott can be heard reassuringly telling the fan that the people below will catch up. What? In the footage, which according to Rolling Stone took place at Scott's April 30th, 2017 concert at Terminal 5, the fan can initially be seen having already climbed over the second floor railing. From there, Scott asked for the lights to be turned on before addressing the fan, saying, "I see you, but are you gonna do it?" Scott then reassures him, "They gonna catch you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Are you gonna do it?" The fan then appears to willingly drop on the onlookers below, though it was not reported whether he suffered any injuries. At the same concert, Kyle Green, 27, was allegedly pushed from the third-floor balcony and paralyzed. Wow. Green said that he was forced over the edge of a railing at the event, which he added was severely crowded and out of control. According to a lawsuit filed 6 months after the incident, Green says he was hauled off the floor by show staff without a cervical collar, backboard, and other safety precautions. Green's lawyer said his client can actually walk now, but with significant disability, adding he's partially paralyzed still. He said his client was devastated to hear of the news about the fan deaths at Scott's concert in Texas. On Monday, it emerged that Scott played for more than 30 minutes after his Astroworld Festival was declared a mass casualty incident. Wow, that is just crazy. And basically the video doesn't show the whole thing, you know, for viewer discretion, but it shows just enough.
I see you, but all you won't do it. They don't catch you, don't be scared.
Now keep in mind that the person who willingly jumped off with the influence of Travis, of course, was not the person who was paralyzed, okay? That is wild and crazy. Travis Scott, what are you doing? But let's continue.
I could go on and on about the theft of sessions, assaults, and all the lies that he's told in his career.
How many times did you lie?
But this Travis thing gets darker and darker. And look, I do try not to be a conspiracy theorist because I be thinking that a lot of things are coincidences, so I try to stay away from them.
I never say anything. Everybody got their thing.
But that's not going to stop me from reporting on it from time to time when I do get a chance. In the previous video, I did say, so the who knows what lies beneath the surface, the true dystopia is here, though when the end arrives, it's really the beginning, hits different. And this whole dystopia thing threw me for a loop. Dystopia means an imagined state or society in which there is great suffering or injustice, typically one that is totalitarian or post-apocalyptic. But here's what the social media conspiracy theorists quickly realized as soon as the 8 victims reportedly died on Friday.
They keep itching at my spit, I'm diabolical, you feel me?
And they're really mind-blowing, so I do advise viewer discretion from this point forward for the sensitive ones. People are watching and attending huge rituals disguised and described as art. Caption, Travis Scott, this isn't art, it's demonic Satanism ritual on the crowd. This person posted 8 flames for 8 dead people. COVID wasn't attending this event. Wow. Mind-blowing.
It felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe, you couldn't see. Like, shit really fucked me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like, that was like some demonic shit. Like, and what was so crazy, like people were screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott. It was like help. The whole crowd was just going like help, help, help. And he just kept going, bro. It was like, that shit was scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. I've been so heavily influenced by Travis, but like, God really showed me, like, you know, like, stay away from that shit, bro. Like, he sacrificed so many people's lives tonight, like, for real. Like, so many people's lives are gone tonight because they want to go to a fucking Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all this shit. So many people broke in, and it was just chaos, bro. It was a living fucking hell, bro. Imagine seeing all those dead bodies. It was so wicked, bro. Like, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, put nothing on Travis Scott and call him Illuminati, call him no devil worship, but that's what the fuck it was, bro. We really went to a concert in hell, bro. You couldn't breathe. I'm talking about everybody was so crushed up on you. It was like literally no room for you to lift your chest up and breathe. Like, you couldn't move. You couldn't breathe, bro. Just by the good fucking grace of God, I was in the front, so they helped me out. Any parents watching this shit, I would advise you to not send your motherfucking kids to no Astroworld Fest. Let their ass stay at home. That shit was not fun. It was scary as fuck. Don't go.
And this user named Zavazadi posted these pictures and said, who was the one who designed these theme parks? So absolutely no one can see the bigger connection. Be careful because this may be much more ancient than you think, forever leading those who are unaware and with no understanding into the mouth of Moloch. And if you got more time today, check out what this conspiracy theorist posted. For those who are into it, it might be worth the read.
So at the beginning of his set, Travis Scott came out in the likeness of a flaming angel, or a bird, possibly. Either way, still sus, and I still give him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't know lace drugs were being injected or given to people at that concert. There's no way you know. A lot of those deaths could be accounted for through the trampling and the suffocation when they're in those mosh pits. I can also say too that he turned on his music when someone was like straight up passed out in the middle of his set. Like, made sure paramedics got him out before he kept going.
What you been doing?